A very good afternoon to all. Today I am going to start the module number 5, that is computer integrated manufacturing and technology driven practices. This is the first slide. On the first slide, I have shown to you that the syllabus of the module number 5, syllabus of the module number 5. Okay, so this is like a module, and this is the syllabus: introduction, evolution, objectives, SIM hardware and software, SIM benefits, nature and the role of the elements of a SIM, identifying the SIM needs, database requirement of a SIM, role of CAD/CAM in SIM, obstacles to the computer integrated manufacturing, concept of future SIM system, social, socio-techno-economical aspects or economic aspects of a SIM. So this is the syllabus. It is a very short syllabus that we can cover in the like 3 to 4 and 5 lectures. Okay, and let us see one by one the each and every one in the elaborated way. This is the introduction of a SIM. Computer integrated manufacturing encompasses the entire range of a product development and manufacturing activities with all functions being carried out with the help of a dedicated software package. Okay, the development process, manufacturing process, fabrication of the fabrication, and it is a part of the production also. Okay, that comes under the computer integrated manufacturing, but here we are using some software. By using that software we are doing this kind of a function. The data required for the various functions are passed from one application software to the another in a seamless manner. For example, product data is created by during the design. Okay, this is a very important point. The data has to be transferred from the modeling software to the manufacturing software without any loss of data, because it is passed by the one computer to another computer, but the data will not be lost over here. Okay, and this is by use of WAN, LAN, and whatever the connection we are having. SIM uses a common database where the feasible and communication technologies to integrate design, manufacturing, and associated business functions that combine the automated segment of a factory or manufacturing facility. SIM reduces the human component of a manufacturing and thereby relieves the process of its slow, expensive, and error-prone component. SIM stands for the holistic and methodological approach to the activities of a manufacturing enterprises in order to achieve vast improvement in the performance. So this is like a very short way I have explained what is the introduction of a SIM. In the manufacturing engineers are required to achieve the following objective to be competitive in the global context. What is the first? Reduction in the inventory, that is a very important part. Lower the cost of the product, that is another part. In the case of manufacturing, reduce the waste, because in the industry that's a very major problem that increase the cost of the product because if the wastage is more. Improve the quality for the competitiveness in the market, as well as fulfill the demand of a customer, as well as we can competitive because of the improvement of a quality and quality of the object. Increase the flexibility in the manufacturing to achieve immediate and rapid response. Okay, in that first we are having the product changes, the next we are having the production changes, process changes, equipment change, and change of personnel. Okay, this is we can achieve by use of a different types of processes. You already heard about like a different types of processes that is developed by the Japan. That process is called like a SMED. Okay, SMED, single minute die exchange, SMDE or ED, single minute exchange of die, and in this case within a very small time, like in a single minute they can change the die so that it can reduces a time and production rate will be increases. Another we are having that is we can say like a just in time. That's one of the process that's called a GIT. In that case the inventory level always zero, always they can order the inventory, order the part as per the requirement, and within a very short amount of time they can deliver the part also. This is different types of processes are there. By the different types of processes we can easily achieve this is the increase in flexibility in the manufacturing. Okay, so this is like comes under the introduction itself. After that the next part is called the evolution of a SIM. Computer integrated manufacturing is considered a natural evolution of technology CAD/CAM, by itself evolved by the integration of a CAD and CAM. There is a one of the university and the very famous and the rank one of the world university, that is called the MIT USA, is credited with the pioneering the development of both CAD and CAM. If we review the manufacturing scenario during the 80s, we will find out the manufacturing is characterized by the few islands of automation. In case of design, the task is well automated. In the case of manufacturing, we are having a CNC machines, DNC systems, flexible manufacturing system. This is a system as well as flexible manufacturing provide the tightly control automation system. Similarly, computer control has been implemented in several areas like manufacturing resource planning. This is like MRP1, MRP2, and MRP. MRP is called a material required program material required MRP, material required planning, and manufacturing resource planning. MRP also 1 and MRP 2 also, there is a material required material resource planning 1, material resource planning 2. Accounting, sales, marketing, and purchase, this also comes under the SIM, because this is all are connected with each other by use of computer. Okay, yet the full potential of a computerization could not be obtained unless all the segments of a manufacturing are integrated, permitting the transfer of data across the various functional modules. This utilization lead to the concept of computer integrated manufacturing. Thus, the implementation of a SIM required the development of a whole lot of computer technology related to the hardware and software. So this is like the evolution how the it is start from the one point and reaching to the today till how this is reaching. Okay, this is actually I have downloaded from the internet for just for the understanding purpose. It is not for the commercial purpose. It is only for the education purpose. In this slide you can see like how development of the human from the like a monkey to the human being. Okay, how development of the human being as takes place. Initially you will find that the car which is assembled by the human being, and nowadays also a few companies they are assemble their car in the railing system are there on the railing system. Both the side the human being are standing and they assemble the car. But if you see nowadays, okay, we are using the robots in both the side. We are using the robots and the railing system are there, and that robot with the high accuracy they do the assembly of the car. Okay, many of the company like Bolero, Mahindra, and many automobile companies nowadays they are using a robots so that they can achieve the demand of the market, because they have to deliver like a car as per the requirement of a market. Okay, this will be like in 2050 you can see like a different robots are there, and that robot without tiredness they work on the computer. Okay, but for the maintenance purpose of these robots as well as these human robots also use human being be required. Okay, so this is like the evolution of a evolution of a technology, evolution of a sim from here, and you can see like this it is going like this way. Okay, like this way it is going like this way. So this is like a evolution of technology. This is the continue with evolution of a sim. You can see here initially we are using the like a mainframe. If you remember that in the module number 3 already I have explained regarding the tapping system. Okay, initially they are using a tab. That tab having a some circle, small circle, big circle, and some kind of symbol. That tab always insert to the machine, and machine having the laser light. That laser light will be scanned that small and bigger hole, and that having the different types of meaning, so that it operation has been takes place. Okay, and after that the mini computer as comes under the picture. After the workstation comes under the picture. This is like a evolution of a sim. Personal computer comes under the picture. By the computer we can give the programming to the system, that comes under the CNC. This comes under the CNC. Okay, and after that nowadays we are using a laptop also. After the laptop nowadays by use of mobile we can store some app on the mobile, and mobile as a work as a laptop, and everything we can do in the smartphone as a laptop. Okay, and it is called the scale sensor maybe are developed in the future, and so it will like we can say how the evolution of the sim takes place like this way. Okay, so this is also I have downloaded from the internet, not for the commercial purpose. It is only for the study purpose. Okay. Next, it is very important. You have to know what is the computer assistant. This is like a overview of a uh, any organization, any industry. Okay, there are different types of departments are there. If I consider like a four major department, that is called a business data processing department. This one, another we are having the computer aided design department, manufacturing system engineering department, computer aided manufacturing department. Okay, this is a process moving like this way. Okay, this is going like this way, you can see. Okay, if I speak about the business and data processing department, we are having the finance department, inter department with business and data processing department is like a major department. It is like a major department. Under the shower of this department, we are having the finance management department, costing department, sales and marketing department, purchase order control department, vendor department, subcontracting department, and personal department. Okay, finance management department always are responsible to do the financing and always having the record of the finance, what kind of finance required. Okay, and they always keep the record of all the financing. Okay, costing of a material, a costing department recording the costing of the material which is coming and moving, like we can say importing and exporting. For all the data they have keep with us, that is called the costing department. Sales and marketing department always responsible for sales, always as well as a marketing, do the advertisement, do the survey, collect the data from the market, collect the survey from the market. This kind of all things has a record by the sales and marketing department. Purchase and order control department, this department do the purchasing as well as the ordering, whatever the material, raw material required. They can connect with the different types of vendor. The next is the vendor, and they connect with the vendor also, and that vendor always for example, like different types of companies are there. Okay, and these each and every company is not making the whole part in their workshop. They can purchase some part from the some vendors. Small vendors are there. Okay, okay. For example, like Mahindra and Mahindra in the Kandivali plant, they are not manufacturing a chassis. They always uh, take the chassis from the one of the company that is there in Palghar, uh, LT company. That company as a working as a vendor to the Mahindra and Mahindra. So likewise, different types of companies are there. Small companies are there. They are working as a vendor to the like a biggest company like MNCs, and they deliver that part to their companies. Okay, so this department always having the record of the order as well as the purchase as well as the different types of vendor. Okay, contracting personnel also. So this is a department which is having all the front office job, means this department having a relation with the front office people, means the from outer people. Okay, so this department always keeping record. Next, we are having the computer aided design department. In the computer aided design department, we are having the feature and the solid modeling. Okay, means computer aided design, we are going to design by use of computer. Okay, in this case this department having the solid modeling, do the solid modeling of any product which is going to develop. They have a data from the business data processing department, and that data will be come from them from this survey and some kind of feedback. And nowadays we have seen by use of computer they directly send thousands of people survey report. Okay, survey report, and that people can be fill that survey online and submitted to that. Okay, so immediately within a very short amount of time they will get lots of survey, and according to the survey they come to know what are the problem we are having in our product, and which product required by the market, what is the demand of the market. So this is the very important part. Okay, so this data first of all comes to the business and data processing department. That business and data processing department do the conceptual things of that, and after the conceptual data has been ready, that is sending to the computer aided design department. That computer aided design department done the solid modeling of that product. If something is required, they can again call back to the business data processing department. Rather than they do the solid modeling, do the variation and the parametric modeling, computer graphics, computer standard, some computer standard they are using over here, design or analysis by using the FEA, any simulation software. After that, they have done the testing, analysis of that part. Design tool mechanical, hydraulic, electronics, etc. Okay, so this is all are the things are have they have done in the computer aided design department. This is a very important department because the entire data, first they do the drafting, and after the drafting they will do the modeling, and after the modeling they will do the analysis. After the analysis they will do the like a testing, and after the testing it is reaches to the final, it is final data is ready, and that after that it is reaching to the manufacturing department. In the manufacturing department will check, okay, this product we have to develop, what are the requirement for this product is required, that is available or not available. Okay, mechanism available or not available, product activity they have planned, machining and assembly they have planned, material handling and storage they have planned, production control they have planned, loading, scheduling, balancing, capacity planning, and quality control. This is all are done, all other things are done by the manufacturing department. Once this is done, like everything are available, we required if something they can send the data to the purchasing and ordering department. Purchasing and ordering department, for example, for developing this product we required some kind of machine, some kind of raw material, some kind of this so and so, they immediately says to the purchase and order control department, and that purchase and order control department will take care of those things. Okay, rather than it is all are connected with the computer, and immediately the purchase and order department will come to know what kind of a raw material we required, which vendor we have to contact, so that the data, so that their product will be developed on time. Okay, as well as they have done the capacity planning, quality control, shop floor control, and scheduling of the different types of machining. And capacity planning, in that case, they are using some kind of a software also. Okay, next department comes under the picture, that is called the computer aided manufacturing. In that we are having the two major part, you can see over here. First, the manufacturing information general, manufacturing information general. In that we are doing process planning control, CAPP, computer aided process planning, net production planning. This is a planning they have done. CNC part programming they have done. Robot programming they have done, and CMM programming. This is a machine. There's a CMM machine are there, 3D machine are there. They have done the programming of each and every machine which is required during the manufacturing operation. Okay, so this is done initially, and planning of the production process done, and this kind of planning have done. After that it reaches to the next department. That department will develop the data. In that they have all the data, like the machines are there, planning are there, and directly go to the manufacturing as well as the production. Factory level production planning, production management they have done. MPS, manufacturing process system are there, manufacturing required planning are there, manufacturing resource planning too are there, just in time, and optimization also there. They have developed the bill of material, they have developed the capacity planning, and they always keep a record of our inventory control also. So this is like a department, and this is all the things you can explain in the symbol also. The same thing, okay, you can explain the symbol also. You can see the symbol. In the symbol only we are having, this is called the symbol: manufacturing management, marketing, strategy planning, and finance. And inside that also we are having the same. For example, factory information. In the factory information, what are the material handling, assembly, inspection, test, material processing required, production process, robotics, analysis and verification, documentation, quality planning, and the facility is monitoring. In the manufacturing control we are having scheduling, materials, shop floor control also. And this is all are placed in the single place, that is called the SIM, integrated system architecture. So this is like a SIM bill. Okay, so this is very important with respect to your end semester examination. But in the SIM bill you have to explain this different four Iceland are there. Okay, this four Iceland you have to explain in the detail, because sometimes it is asked for the 5, 10 or 8 marks. Okay, so according to that you have to write down at the final examination. Okay, and they always ask a sim will, or sometimes they ask what are the different types of elements of a sim. So this is like a 4 elements are there. Under the 4 elements we are having different types of department. Okay, this department always works under this banner of this 4 Iceland. Okay, so you have to remember. Okay, thank you very much. Today I am going to conclude my lecture over here, and the next lecture will start from the next time. Thank you very much for your great patience to listen with me, with the great patience to listen. Thank you very much.